Hey, Greg, I'm putting together this application for this Passion Capitalist competition, and I was hoping that you could help me. They want us to describe what Passion Capital is at Lakeside. How would you describe it?
Well, we're standing right here in front of our Laker value statement, and this is a representation of what it means to be a Laker, which is really a Lakeside employee. This was generated by our employees. It talks about what it means to be a Lakeside employee as opposed to an employee in any other organization. Things such as acting with character, being a team player, continually improving. This has been part of our culture for the last 61 years, and we've tried to keep it alive by reminders like this. As we bring on new employees, we try to indoctrinate them in exactly the same culture that's been the key to our success over the life of our company.
Do you think the fact that our employees are shareholders plays a big part in that?
That plays a huge part in it. Every employee feels like they own a piece of the company. The employees truly believe that they're a part of the ownership of the company, and that's a different mentality than being an employee.
And all of that you think drives our financial success?
Yeah.
So, Greg, when we think about everything we talked about, right, our culture, our people, our recruitment practices, our financial success, and the way our brand has developed, how would you sum up how Lakeside actually demonstrates passion capital in the workplace?
Well, I guess our history started in 1952 with a small group of driven entrepreneurial employees, and we've had very significant growth over the last 61 years. We've added the appropriate sophistication around strategy development, brand development. We've taken a lot of risks along the way with acquisitions and chasing new opportunities to contribute to our growth. And that's all been a result of our employees' passion. And even yesterday, if you look at our awards fair, in the way that they work together and the way they play together.
Okay, so Greg, as part of this application, the next question that they want to know is how you personally, as the leader of our organization, exhibit passion capital every day.
Well, I've been here for 22 years. I was recruited straight out of school. At that point in time, we had 21, 22 employees. We've grown to 180 employees. I've been really a part of the development of our culture, and I try to impart that culture in every interaction I have during the day with employees.
And what about how you participate in our recruitment processes?
I still participate. It's getting very difficult, but I still participate in every single recruitment drive that occurs. I participate in the hiring process, onboarding process, to make sure that I have some sort of impact on the employee as they learn our culture.
And do you find that really helps to ingrain who Lakeside is and ensure that we get the right Lakers on board?
I think it's essential, especially as the company has gotten to be a fairly large company.
So we talked about how our employees are shareholders as well. And what do you do to encourage those individuals to really think like business owners?
Well, every single employee, this is actually a fairly new addition to our strategic development process. Every single employee participates in our strategy development with a brainstorming session at the team level, and we take those ideas, use that as the feedstock for the development of our strategy. The management team bakes the strategy, and then the strategy is communicated back to all the employees at an off-site annual company conference.
So that seems really counter to what a lot of other businesses do. Why do you think that is successful, and why do you think that's part of Lakeside's success?
I think it's really important to involve the employees in both the development of the strategy and the execution of the strategy, so that they take ownership in the success of the company and the strategy of the company.
So as the leader of our business, obviously you're very busy. And why do you think that having an open door policy and allowing employees to express their opinions so freely is important?
Again, it makes the employees feel really a part of the company.
So we've been pretty successful financially despite some of the recessions that have gone on in the last 20, 30 years. What would you say is a key component in our financial success?
Well, I really believe that there needs to be transparency. The employees need to know exactly where the company stands at any given point in time. We achieve that by quarterly communication sessions where every employee attends, and I give a financial update and as well as a strategic update on how the company is doing through the year.
I also like too how from our management team meetings, we take the content and download that to our team meetings that each manager has.
Yeah, that's very important as well. The output of our management team meeting is then delivered to each individual team in the words of the individual team's manager, which I think is a lot more effective than just that message coming from myself.
Do you ever get involved in those team meetings?
And then I, on occasion, go to the team meetings to help the manager deliver whatever the message is for that particular meeting.
So when we take all of those things together, like help me summarize why you think you exude passion capital through our organization.
I think I lead by example. And because I've been so entrenched in the culture for the last 22 years, I think I can effectively teach people the culture and give them the same passion that I've had for the last 22 years working at Lakeside.
That's great. Thanks, Greg. I really appreciate your help.